Hello, I'm Brigantia, Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Wednesday, and welcome back to our series Divination demonstration. This week we're going to be going over a spread called Grateful Gatherings as we are getting ever closer to Thanksgiving. If you would like to see a visual example of this spread, it will be posted in the Magical Tidbits channel at Blackbird's Brew, so if you haven't joined us there, be sure you do so. But as per usual, we will be using the Housewives Tarot by Paul Keppel and Jude Buffum. And so, let's start and let's see what's going on. We have 5 cards on this one. One represents the table, a second represents the cornucopia, the third represents the wishbone, the 4 represents the food coma, and the 5th represents holding hands. So let's see what our querent has in store for this Thanksgiving. So we begin, inauspiciously enough, with the 7 of Swords, about gossips, thieves, and backstabbers. My deepest sympathy on your collection of relatives, dear Querent, because apparently there are definitely some issues there. So if that is what you are walking into and you know that that's what's going on, well, I suppose shields up, definitely be on your guard. And I suppose don't take the appearance of holiday cheer a little bit too literally, because that's not the friendliest thing to be walking in on. Now, next, the cornucopia, which would represent the bounty of the harvest, we have the 4 of Cups. This represents boredom, overindulgence, and ennui. Not a good thing. Apparently something in the querent's life has been stagnating, or perhaps they've been overdoing it in certain respects, but they're not really getting any joy or satisfaction out of it. So in addition with the unfriendly atmosphere and them feeling just overall dissatisfied with life, we're not setting up ourselves for a particularly good time. So that's something to keep in mind. Next, the wishbone. We have the 6 of Pentacles for our querent. And the 6 of Pentacles represents generosity, luck, and sharing. So this is our first hopeful sign in this entire reading. The wishbone is, obviously about what the querent is hoping for in the future. On the issues of generosity, luck, and sharing, I think they're wanting to overall move into a better place where things aren't so much on guard. In addition to generosity of goods, also the expression generosity of spirit is coming to my mind. And certainly I think there needs to be an improvement of luck uh, if there are clearly issues going on in the family circle, a little bit of luck always seems to help with that. And then also the idea of sharing, perhaps giving of something good as an act of good faith, and then making your decisions on future interactions from there, seeing who wants to reciprocate and also start mending some fences, and who's content to go along with the status quo, because maybe that's someone you could use a tad bit of distance from. Now, next, the food coma of where you are once you have had your fill. Our querent got death. Death represents an unavoidable ending, loss, and necessary change. I think this is an indication that, as well-meaning as the olive branch that the wishbone placement had with the 6 of Pentacles, with the generosity, the good luck, and the sharing, I'm thinking that it's unlikely it's going to be favorably received, and that things are simply going to be as they are. And that's really very sad. Coming from a broken family of myself, that's not good. I mean, we should be able to count on our family circle no matter what. They should be the constants, the givens in our lives. But we're all adults here, and we realize that sometimes reality does not match up with romantic ideals, and apparently that's what our querent is facing. I'm not necessarily saying that they're going to have to sever ties with all their relatives, only that things are going to have to change. They can't keep on going with the same old status quo and pretending as though everything's fine. There's going to need to be some distance. There's going to need to be some active change on the querent's part. Last, holding hands. This would be the kumbaya moment of the Thanksgiving feast. For this, our querent got the Queen of Wands, representing creative energy, ego, and passion. Queens can represent literal women in the querent's life, perhaps the querent herself. Queens, of course, they're mature, They have great power, great authority. They are deciders. They are holding the reins of power, essentially. And by getting the Queen of Wands with the creative energy and the fiery drive and everything else and pursuing a passion, this tells me that the Querent does have a better direction they're wanting to go. And just perhaps they're needing to tidy up a little extraneous family business first, because then they can move forward in good conscience, knowing that, they did everything that was possible to do on their end, which is all anyone can do, no matter what the situation is, whether it's a job, a relationship, family circle, whatever. You can only do that which is within your power to do, and then, everyone has to come halfway on that two-way street. So perhaps not the most encouraging of spreads right before Thanksgiving, but still, if you would like to try this yourself, again, there'll be a copy of this spread at Blackbird's Brew on Discord. There's a link to join in the description box below. But in the meantime, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, give me a little comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.